Just letting you guys know you can listen to my No Bleeps podcast anywhere you stream podcasts or on my No Bleeps YouTube channel. Link in the description. Guys, it's Spilly and welcome back to Spill Sesh. We're doing a Teacap today. We are talking about Nikki Demartino getting called out for doing a Shein clothing haul, Olivia Jade calling out HBO for their Gossip Girl joke about her, and David Dobrik getting called out by an old friend. Let's get into it. So first, you guys, let's talk about Nikki Demartino. This is something that honestly we just talked about. Nikki just got called out recently for a video that she did that people felt like she was glamorizing paparazzi, and they were upset because they felt like she had also stolen this video concept from another creator. Now, since that, Nikki's found herself in another drama, and that is because she posted a video doing a summer clothing haul, and she was partnered with Shein. And Shein, I honestly don't know how to say it, you guys, but this is a clothing site that honestly a lot of people have been shopping on. It's very similar to like Fashion Nova, where they have very stylish and trendy clothing for extremely cheap prices, but that is just because it is fast fashion. The working conditions of their workers are not very good, and people have been exposing that for a very long time now and are really against people purchasing clothing from these specific sites. And so the fact that Nikki was working with them, not only just doing a haul because she liked the clothes and she bought them, but it was the fact that she was doing basically a brand deal with them and was pushing out these clothes, and people did not like it at all.
Also, before we get into the haul, I want to give you guys my special discount code, which is BNikki, for an additional 15% off the entire site. And if you guys like anything that I wear in this haul and you want to buy it yourself, I'll have it all linked down below. So without further ado, let's get into this haul.
And she even gave a disclaimer, like she knew that this was going to cause drama. I believe she's done one of these videos before, and so in the very beginning of the video, she said, if you are here to hate on this video just like isn't for you. She asked people to just exit the video if they were going to be a hater, and they clearly aren't the right audience for this video if they don't like what's going on in the video.
I do read the comments, and if you are here to hate on me, I just want to kindly ask you to exit out, because obviously this video doesn't apply to you. You're not that part of the audience that enjoys these types of videos, so you can leave.
And so people were a little hurt by that in the comments and made major note of that. And some people said, really love you and your videos, but the first time you did a video about clothes from Shein, you got many comments about how bad it is, etc. And you keep doing it, and it just makes me think you don't give a about people that almost don't get paid to make these clothes. And it is so bad for the climate. I just don't get that you still shop from Shein after all the comments about it, and it is not like you don't have the money to buy clothes that are much better. Just disappointed. You literally promote them and the way they treat people. I love your videos, the editing and your style, but Shein, do better, Nikki. My favorite videos you do is hauls, but just please think about what you're supporting here. I have watched you and Gabby since 2015. I love the new show on your shared channel. I also love your channel, Nikki, just not fast fashion. I love the other hauls though that aren't fast fashion. Don't get me wrong, stay safe. Okay, I'm sorry, but Shein is really bad for the environment and uses child labor. You should not be buying from them, let alone promoting them. I feel like you misunderstood the whole issue of fast fashion by starting the video saying that if people are here to hate because they aren't the right audience for these kinds of videos, they should leave. I hope that you read the comments and realize how obstinate you are being. So that has pretty much been the response from her audience. And let's move into Olivia Jade. As you guys may know, Olivia Jade was part of the big college scandal where her parents paid her into going into USC, and because of that, she received a ton of backlash. Her parents did time in jail that a lot of people felt like wasn't enough time, and they just got a slap on the wrist. But Olivia is back on social media, back to doing her normal thing on YouTube, TikTok, all of that. And with the recent release of the show Gossip Girl, the new version of the show was put onto HBO, and within the show, they made a joke about Olivia Jade and the entire college scandal, and Olivia responded to that. So I was on the LA Times because they had a really good kind of like recap of what exactly was going on in the episode. I haven't watched the show for myself because I'm waiting to watch it with my mom. So I didn't really know what was going on in the scene that they mentioned Olivia, so I'll read this snippet from the LA Times recapping the situation. They said, in the pilot episode of the TV series Revival about a new generation of privileged teens attending a private high school in New York City, 3 characters debate the reputation-altering effects of finding oneself at the center of a social media nightmare. While one of the students deems falling prey to damaging rumors a lose-lose situation that's, quote, bad for business, another counters that Olivia Jade gained followers when her mom went to jail. And yikes, you guys. Olivia came out on TikTok to respond to the situation because people were shook that they called out Olivia Jade like this, and she said that was simply not true. She did not gain followers when her mom went to jail.
Reputation is bad for business. I didn't lose anything, and everything will be fine so long as you win. Olivia Jade gained followers when her mom went to jail.
And I do know this is true. When all this stuff came out about Olivia Jade, she actually lost followers on a ton of social media platforms because people were so upset at her. And also people thought that Olivia was going to sue that they made this joke about her. And she said she doesn't even think that it's possible for her to sue them. She also mentions that they did a Netflix documentary about the entire college scandal, and she never gave permission for that, but they did talk about her and use her YouTube videos in that. She doesn't feel like she has grounds to sue, but she clearly did not like this joke in the show.
I'm not suing anybody. I don't think I even can. I think you're allowed to use names. I mean, they didn't ask, I didn't give consent. But that was the same thing with the college doc on Netflix. Like, I didn't give consent for them to use any of my YouTube videos.
So that is that situation, and let's move in to the story of the day, and that is David Dobrik getting called out by an old friend once again. This situation has to do with Joe and Annise. If you guys don't know Joe, a member of the Blog Squad, he does a lot of mukbangs. I honestly love his videos, and I also really watched him during the whole pandemic because him and his girlfriend at the time were doing a ton of videos together detailing their experience during the pandemic because they both came down with the virus. I don't even know if we can still say the word or whatever. I know for a while we weren't allowed to name the virus. I don't know if we can do that or not, but anyways, they documented their experience together, and I really enjoyed the content. But I did notice that as of recent, in the comment section of Joe's videos, people have been wondering if him and Annise were still together, if they were still dating. People hadn't seen her in a while, hasn't talked about her in a while, and so people were really curious. So in David's most recent vlog, he included a clip where he said that Joe and Annise had broken up. He said Joe was going through a breakup and he was really, really upset about it. And he was really upset about it. I mean, the clips that they showed of Joe, he was crying, he was breaking down. He was obviously in a really distraught stage of the breakup, just really going through it, really going through it. And it made a lot of people feel really bad for Joe. And obviously, not seeing Annise in this video, people were coming for her. They were like, what did you do to him? Because we can see he is really upset. People wanted to know what happened. And so obviously, she was getting hit left and right with a bunch of people coming at her with questions. And it seems like she did not like the way that this information about their breakup was released to the public. Obviously, Joe gave permission to David to put this in the vlog because he literally was there for the filming of this, but Annise didn't, and this was her reaction to seeing the vlog. Long story short, one of the biggest YouTubers with 20 million subscribers posted a video about that I decided to break up with my ex and now I'm getting threats. How's everyone else's day going? And this tweet actually ended up getting deleted, but she did follow it up by saying, as time goes on, sometimes people need to grow separately on their own. Joe and I broke up a few months ago and have nothing but love for each other. The time we spent was truly special. Thank you for the support when we were together, as it's time for us to take things on our own. So obviously she was not happy with the fact that David had put this video out, made her look like the bad guy in this situation because we saw how distraught Joe was, and she was getting hit with all of these people coming at her. People in the replies to this did feel bad for her because it looked very one-sided, the breakup, and did kind of make her look like the bad guy. And people were making jokes like, oh, David making someone look bad? Shocking. So that is what happened this week. I definitely want to know what you guys think about that and everything else we talked about today. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.